Doing another quick video here just on some of the data I've compiled shooting gel of the 264 140 grain class bullets. Starting here with the Nosler Accubond Long Range. It's a 142 grain bullet. The velocities are velocities of it passing through my chronograph, hitting the gel, so it's the velocities that the bullet is actually impacting the gel. You have 2803 feet per second. My retained weight at 63.4 grains. That mushroom started creating the wound channel about a 1/4 inch. That wound channel carried all the way to the 16-inch mark. The wide, massive part of that wound channel was a 1/4 inch to the 12-inch mark. That was over a 5-inch diameter wound channel. The bullet stopped at 19 inches. And there's kind of a before and after what that one looks like. Excellent job at that velocity. And then I have a low velocity shot simulating long range with that same bullet down to 1,423 feet per second on impact. The retained weight of 124.5 grains. The start of that mushroom, it actually penetrated about 4.5 inches into that block before that wound channel really started. That wound channel carried it from that 4.5 inch mark to the 19-inch mark. Where it was really aggressive wound channel was 5 inches to the 16-inch mark at over a 4.5 inch diameter. And that bullet penetrated and stopped in the gel at 26 inches. Then you have the 140 grain Eld-M impacting the gel at 26.26, retained weight of 81.2 grains. That mushroom started at about an inch into the gel, and that wound channel carried to the 16-inch mark. From that 1-inch mark to the 12-inch mark, you had over a 4.5 inch diameter of wound channel, and that bullet stopped at 18.5 inches. And you can see how that one did an excellent job. That's a beautiful mushroom. That's what you want to see. Hornady doesn't recommend this bullet for hunting, but I've been using it for a while now and absolutely love it for hunting. Here's my reduced load impacting the gel at 1,533 feet per second. It's a little slower than what Hornady recommends for the Eld-X, but this is a slightly thinner jacket, and as you can see, kind of a weird mushrooming there, but it did an overall good job. Retained weight of 130.6 grains. Started the mushroom again at about 1 inch of penetration into the gel. That wound channel carried all the way to 20 inches out before it wasn't really visible in the gel. You had a 3.5+ inch diameter from the 1-inch mark to the 16-inch mark, with the bullet stopping in the gel at 23.5 inches. Then you have the 143 grain Eld-X, which impacted the gel at 2,616 feet per second. The retained weight of the bullet was 83.5 grains. The start of that mushroom was about a 1/4 inch into the gel. The wound channel carried to the 13-inch mark. From that 1/4 inch mark to the 10-inch mark, there's over a 4.5 inch diameter wound channel, and the bullet stopped at 19.5 inches of penetration. Beautiful mushroom, exactly like what you want to see in a bullet. And then the Eld-X is at the lower velocity would start to veer in the gel, and I wasn't able to capture any of them. They all seemed to exit really close to the 18-inch mark. I had them down to 13, 16 feet per second on impact. the start of that mushroom was about 4 3/4 inches in on the gel block. The wound channel that carried all the way to the 18-inch mark where the bullets had exited the gel. You had just over a 2-inch diameter, so not a great wound channel, but it was definitely there, definitely more than enough to get the job done. From the 5-inch mark to the 18-inch mark, where the bullets had exited the gel. All these bullets performed very well. I personally am a firm believer that you want a bullet that has a fair percent of weight retention, but you want the bullet to dump its energy in the middle of that animal, in its vitals. So having too high of a weight retention is not good, as your energy will carry out with that bullet and is not left where you want it. And some bullets over grenade and dump too much energy too fast, and you don't get the energy in the heart of the your vitals area where you really want it. So these are all bullets that I would highly recommend. I have not yet hunted with the Accubond Long Ranges, but seeing how they perform compared to the Hornadies, I know they're going to give me similar results, and I won't hesitate to use them. And as you can see with the lower velocity rounds, these bullets will definitely perform far beyond any ethical hunting ranges on game. So, and another thing I'd like to point out, I don't know if most people realize, they should, but your high velocity impact, your penetration's a lot less, because that bullet's opening up more and dumping more energy. Velocity is absolutely not your friend. There is a max when it comes to hunting. Personally, through my testing, my hunting experience, having killed a lot of elk in particular, I do not like a bullet, regardless of what caliber you're shooting it out of. When you run up to about the 30 caliber bullets, I do not like my muzzle velocities over 2,900 feet per second for any reason, as I find they over grenade and destroy me even on elk-sized animals. Velocity is definitely not your friend. Here's a great caliber, great bullets to use if you're looking for something that's lighter recoil to where you don't have to bruise yourself, but you're definitely going to knock the animals down. Excellent round. Just passing off a little bit of the data that I've logged. Hope you guys enjoy the video.